some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bruh. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You got to realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's going to make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, you know, the touchy-feely between two men and all that stuff like that, man. All that, he learned that from them dudes. When I told y'all the story, when me and my man went up to Russell Simmons and he had a house and he had a man in bikini drawers in his bedroom, in his bed. You understand? Bruh, this is that he learned. I'm assuming he learned it from them. Let me put that. And I'm not going to say alleged because I saw that for my own self. My man was with me, Slick was with me, and we saw that for our own self. You understand what I'm saying? So these are behaviors and things that with drugs and all the stuff that's going on, pills, drinking, it can make this man into a monster, and that's what it did, bruh. It made him into a monster, bruh. What's happening to him now is one of the greatest tragedies that we're gonna ever read about, bruh. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies that Shakespeare couldn't write in Richard. He couldn't write it in Macbeth. He couldn't write this shit in Romeo and Juliet. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies of hip hop, along with Pac's death, along with Big's death. And he brought it on himself.
When I was a 18-year-old kid, you know, just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world. I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, I
and
saw you spent a birthday with him once.
I
saw a birthday cake.
I went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth in London. So let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to bring the contributions to education to Belize, but don't distort it as if, you know, he and I were bombale. This is someone that destroyed my life, but do I take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through? Absolutely not. I am different than maybe other people. No one needs to fail for me to succeed. No one needs to suffer for me.
In your at the height of your professional relationship, or thereafter through the reconciliation, when he was an instrumental part of promoting you through Revolt Media, were you aware of these freak-off events and Were you aware of them? Did you have any participation in them?
Oh my goodness, Jules Vasquez. Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of them?
Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of the freak-offs?
So I had nothing to do with Sean Combs' personal life, no interaction. That level, everything was strictly on a professional level.
So that was Diddy's bodyguard. I think they've worked together throughout the years. You know, he's known Diddy for a very long time. He's known the people that Diddy's been associated with. And also, he's seen a lot behind the scenes. Like, he's even made a couple viral videos about it, just his association with Diddy and what he's witnessed. Even the... when Notorious B.I.G. was unalived, you know, he was talking about that and that whole experience for him and hip hop at that time. And then you have Shyne, who is basically revisiting the times where he was incarcerated and thrown in jail after after Diddy had his witnesses testify against him. So obviously in that situation, Diddy did not want to go to jail. Okay, he had a lot more to lose than Shyne did. Therefore, he used Shyne as the sacrificial lamb and had him put away for 10 years, I think 10, 11 years, so a decade. That ultimately ruined Shyne's career. And I'm sure like at that point in time, Shyne was devastated. You know, he was also at the peak of his career. You know, now he's grown now and he's gotten over it. But I'm sure during that time of his life, it was very, very devastating for him to experience. And he felt like he was betrayed by his mentor. Even with Cassie, he met Cassie when she was very young, and you know, I believe that he took advantage of her being young and, you know, her wanting fame at that time and obviously a music career. And, you know, Cassie is very beautiful. So, you know, Diddy would want to have her around as arm candy or whatever the case may be. But, you know, with the abuse that she endured in the course of their relationship, you know, she ended up moving on, getting married, but ultimately suing Diddy for, you know, emotional abuse. And she ended up winning. And after that, you know, other of his victims came out and decided to speak up against what they've gone through with Diddy, which ultimately led to the police or the FBI raiding his house and finding evidence, and now, you know, leading to Diddy's incarceration and his indictment. But nonetheless, I would like to just send my prayers to the Combs family, Diddy's children. I mean, you know, unfortunately, they have to witness their father going through this, you know, and what parents do have to understand is that, you know, the choices that you make once you have children, it does not only affect you, but it also affects your children. And in this case, you know, now that, you know, his kids have lost one parent, they could possibly be losing another. And it's actually very sad to see. It's also very sad to see that a hip-hop mogul who has been signing artists for years and making music for years, and his impact in the hip-hop world go out like this, you know. And unfortunately, you know, if you make a deal with the enemy, sometimes that can be a losing game, because you feel like you have money and power and fame, you can do anything you want, and your ego gets the best of you until it's time to pay the ultimate price, you know. And that can be everything, you know, you can lose everything. So we really have to be mindful of the choices that we make in our lives, because it could really be detrimental to our health, emotional, physical, and mental health, and just how it could possibly affect the people around us and their lives as well. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me, one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
Oh, because,
I was gonna ask you that.
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing.
You will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.